Hey YouTube, hey Twitch. 1 minute, there you go. Welcome to Factorio. So tonight We are getting started on yellow research. Just want to give a shout out to Lions Roar for the follow while I was away. Thank you so much for watching the VODs. And let me just get comfortable here. Hey, what's up, Icarus? What's going on? Well, nice to see you. Hey, what's up, Sean? Nice to see you as well. Hello, everyone. Yeah, tonight we're doing a little bit of Factorio. We'll be back on next stream for Oxygen Not Included. So this time I really want to get a yellow research started. I have been playing offline, so if you guys have been here for the past couple Oxygen Not Included streams, or maybe follow the Discord, you'll know that I've been trying some stuff. I've been trying to experiment, and the reason I've done a lot of that off stream is just because I feel like I spend a lot of time like looking at something and contemplating to figure out like how it should work. And on stream, I just sort of try to do things a little bit more, let's say, a little bit more sporadic. Maybe sporadic is not the right word. I just try to basically improvise on the spot to try to make things work and keep the stream going, right? So let me show you what I've done. Just kind of, let's not drive into the reward. Hey, what's up? Just RMs. What's going on? Nice to see you. Yellow science is your favorite part of the game? Yeah, so this is my first time getting the yellow science. I'm actually pretty excited. Just if you guys could let me know if the chats, sorry, if the volume is good. And yeah, let's get started. So let me show you what I've been sort of working on while I was offline. So we have this entire nuclear power production facility up and running. So this is kind of existing for the most part, but this is new. So I've been playing around with the Corvette. If you're on the Discord, you've probably seen this. I'm on the Cove RX enrichment process, and it's producing a ton of extra uranium-235 for us. So this is pretty amazing. It's not a self-sustaining loop yet. Like this is, I have these guys here to take off the extra uranium that is not 235. So you know there's some work involved, but nonetheless, these things are working. All right, so I'm very happy about that. And I have my uranium. What are these things called? This is called the uranium fuel cell. This goes all the way up. You guys remember last stream we set up the nuclear reactor. This goes all the way to the nuclear reactor, and it's producing power for us now. So I'm very, very excited about my power situation. Hey, what's up, Vitaly? Nice to see you. I forgot the tab was still open. Scared me. I hope I'm not too loud, everyone. I don't see it jumping up too loud, but let me know if the game's volume is low or whatever the case, and I will adjust accordingly. It's always kind of weird going between games. Okay, and then also another thing that I've done. Oh, these guys are getting pretty close. They must have just spawned. I also connected all of my radars to full power, except with the exception of a few. There's still a couple stragglers out there, but I wanted to be, since my production has increased substantially, I wanted to keep my pollution cloud out of the biters range. Oh, we got a cat here. We got Luna here. Okay, she's quite big, so I don't want her to knock anything. Let me move the mic and I'll. Okay, Luna. Oh my goodness. Come here. Come here. Okay, she's not too happy about being up. Okay, well, you jumped on the desk, not me. So she's a very big kitty, and there's no room for her on the desk. And I'm afraid she's gonna knock my I don't have Aska tonight. I have Orangina. So different drink tonight. I just didn't want her to knock it off. This is okay. Well, you can sit here then. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Go. Yeah, that's fine. She doesn't like sitting on the lap because she's kind of big to fit on my lap and on the desk. And for some reason, she decided it was a good time to jump on the desk with my drink right there. It's fully open too. How un-Canadian. This is actually the Canadian version. It says on here somewhere it's like for Canada 0 sugar because Canada is like tries to be extra health conscious or whatever. So this is the 0 sugar variant. How dare you call a lady big? Well, she's like 13 pounds. She's a big kitty, and she's very stubborn. She's a tortie. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen her on stream before, but torties have they're very stubborn. They have an interesting personality. Not like the little one who's kind of more free roam. Okay, so I connected all of my radars, or most of my radars, to a power, so I can constantly keep an eye on the biters, because I found a couple that were really close to the pollution cloud when the radars are like going on and off because of the power source. So obviously there's some areas not quite hitting yet, but I'm gonna go take care of these guys. Then we're gonna get started on yellow. All right, so I have a plan for yellow. Escalas free marketing privileges. Well, that's it, right? They haven't. I've been asking for a sponsorship from Esca now for as long as I've been streaming. I made it a staple of my streams, and all I wanted was a free Esca coupon from Costco every 2 weeks. That's it. Okay, so we made quick work of those. Basically, I don't have any defense set up yet, so I have to keep an eye on everything. This is like I'm just waiting for the inevitable doom of the biters being too difficult to work with. But I hope with yellow research we can really get started on some better. Like I have these pathetic little turrets everywhere. So. Okay, let's just let's get started. I'm going to show you what else is different, because I think some of you guys will be quite surprised. I know not everybody is a fan of solar panels, but I decided it was time for some solar panels. So that's how long it's been since you guys have last seen the stream. I don't think this was on the stream last time. As a non-Canadian, what kind of drink is Esca? So Esca is just water. So there's different types of water that Esca makes. They make regular plain water. Like, it's expensive though. It actually tastes pretty good. Like I think it's completely filtered out of all like whatever is in water. And then they make a sparkling water, and then they make lemon flavored sparkling water. So that's the one I drink. I drink lemon flavored sparkling water, 0 sugar, no calories. It's literally just carbon dioxide with water and a little bit of lemon. That's what I enjoy. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty good. It's very carbonated, which is what I enjoy. That's kind of what I like. If I ever drink soda, I mean, I like the taste of Coke Zero. Surprisingly, a lot of people don't prefer Coke Zero. I like Coke Zero, but I don't. I prefer it. I don't like that it's like black and bad for your teeth or whatever if you drink a lot of it, right? And then, like, you're putting all that stuff through your liver or whatever, and it's got a lot of ingredients in it. Esca water is literally just carbon dioxide, water, and lemon, so it's like very, very much pure, and I love the carbon dioxide. It's really good. No chemicals, crystal clear. Yeah, that's basically it. So this is my massive green. What's it called? What is this thing called again? Green. Why am I blanking? Green circuit station. So I have a massive amount. Actually, some of it is not finished yet. I was kind of like the what's it called? Not assemblers, auto sweepers. Inserters, that's it. The inserters are I'm jumping between two games in my head. The inserters are not complete here, but this is I'm gonna need a lot of green research. So the great thing about this factory that I've evolved over time is I've kind of understood to leave more room than I need just in case I have to expand. So I have all my rows here of the most popular production items that you need, and I have all this room to expand should that be required. So in time, I'm sure I will need to do that. Right now, I'm not doing any ratios. I'm just putting stuff down and making it work. In Germany, most water is carbonated. All Americans coming to Germany are surprised when they order that at a restaurant. I did not know that. I would love to go one day and experience that for myself. What is it? So you guys just drink regular, non-flavored carbonated water, or do you put something in it? Hey, what's up, Kevin? I was getting my hot water from my hot chocolate. Did Ethan acknowledge how he is a cat toy? You are a cat toy. Sorry, Kevin. I'm already off to a bad start. I missed your message already. You are a cat toy. She was just activating the cleanup spill function. And I hope you enjoy your hot chocolate, Kevin. Yeah. Oh, she's okay. I got the other cat here now. We might be a cat day. Um, so I want to start yellow research, right? Yellow research is so I need blue processing units. I need the flying robot frame, and I need the low density structure. So the blue processing units I already have a whole bunch of, but they're not really. This is not really. This was just to get my blue processing started, so I could build stuff like exoskeletons or whatever else it needs, whatever else it's used for. I'm not quite sure off the top of my head, but that's what this is for. I kind of expanded it a little bit, but I realized that it's not going to work out the way I want because I don't want to have to drag that assembly line all the way from here all the way over to here. So because right now I already have my flying robot assembly here, so this is already full. All right, it's gonna get us started. I can just loop this around or whatever, and then come. It's gonna look a little messy. Or I can just switch the conveyor around. That's probably a better idea, and bring it down here. And then for what's the other thing that I need? For the processing unit is easy. It just needs a red and a green, so I can literally just bring that in. And then the last thing is the low density structure. How do I make that? Low density structure needs copper, steel, and plastic. Okay, so copper, we actually have an abundance of anyways. We have all this processing up here. It's starting to run out, but we also have a ton up here. Okay, so we have a lot of rows of copper plates being made. So that should be okay. The plastic itself, it's all in here. So this is actually really convenient, very close to everything else that is happening. And all I have to do is just combine everything and start making yellow research. Hey, what's up, Mel? How's Factorio going? I haven't joined other Factorio streams, but it seems you've made big progress. Yeah, I'm just kind of taking a couple minutes now to go over the entire factory. I've already sort of explained the nuclear process that I've got. It's not fully sustainable, but I also have the Corvex running. Corvorex, I think it's called. Oh, Corvorex, yeah. So this loop is not fully sustainable. It does get backed up. That's why I have these guys here. So I'm not worried about that part yet. That seems like an easy fix once I get around to thinking about it. Everything else. So this is kind of I'll give you an overview here. If you've been around to, if you've been watching the VODs, a lot of this will look familiar, but I have started, I made a massive solar farm, which I think is hilarious. It takes up so much space. And I have stone here as well. And this is my iron this is basically my iron facility here. Everything's stopped right now because I'm not running anything, but it struggles to keep up when things are running. So it's quite interesting. Yeah, I'm basically just laying the groundwork for getting the process started for yellow research. Hey, what's up, Chewy? Nice to see you. It's usually unflavored water, but you can get flavored in the grocery store. You look kind of great today, says Vitali. I'm using a different light, so maybe that's why. I did spend a lot of time in the sun, so I hope I get a tan from it. I don't tan very easily, actually. But yeah, hopefully I get... My arms are a little bit red, I guess. Not red, but like... I know. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so let me get started instead of wasting any more time here. So I think doing the blue processing is the easiest. Let's get that started because it's literally right here. I'm thinking... Oh, by the way, I also have green assembly machines too. I haven't really utilized them fully just yet. I think this is too close, right? So let's move this back one. Kind of unfortunate this is in the way. I guess I could just move that over because that's... Yeah, I don't... No, you know what? I'll keep some space. You never know when you're going to need an extra space in this game. And then also, I want to obviously slice that, but how do I make this so it's not so? Okay, I guess it's fine if I just do this. Let's slice this. Okay, we'll go into it. Wait, what was I going to do about this? Yeah, I was going to leave a space. Yeah, I was going to leave a space. We're going to do this. So we need green as well. So let's go get some green. And I don't know if this is like the the most elegant solution, but it's certainly a solution. All right, so there we go. This is going to start our blue circuits. And I also have it set up now that I have roboports connected to everything, so I'm able to get these material. Like it's so useful now that I've actually sort of taken the time to understand how this is supposed to work. Let me just go back this way. Get some power hooked up, and then I can my robots can start refilling my assemblers. It's super handy. I do like building manually still. I know that people have mentioned the ghost building to me, but I really enjoy just plopping buildings down and having the robots deliver materials whenever I need it. So I think I'm going to continue on with that for at least the foreseeable future, but maybe one day I'll come around to. Oh, I need sulfuric acid as well, but that's okay. I have lots of sulfuric acid. It's just I wasn't exactly accounting for that at this time. It's usually okay. Sorry, I read that already. I spent time learning how to set up trains transportation before I really got into nuclear, so I haven't really had such long conveyor lines. I have not even scratched the surface yet of train transportation. I feel like I should, but I'm just not sure where I should use it, because everything right now seems to work fine with conveyors. Like, as long as I keep the conveyors full, I'm never waiting for things to arrive, unless it's like the very first couple times, you know, running it or setting it up or whatever, and then kind of have to wait a little bit. But oh, this is not going to work here either. I do have to move this over then, which is okay. I was going to move it over anyways, but there we go. Let's put that there and then move this over like so. I've also been playing I didn't realize this was a thing. I don't know if I talked about this in the chat last time, but I've been playing Pokemon Champions 2 on my phone. If you guys, I don't know if I mentioned this either, but I'm a huge Pokemon fan, so it's been a lot of fun figuring that game out. Okay, so sulfuric acid, I think I want to come this way and then sort of loop back like this and then go that way. That's probably fine. Just to give myself some space here. I don't know how many of these I need. I think I'll start with 4 for now, and then I can always expand. Like I don't know. I don't want to shoot myself in the foot and build it too small, but I also don't want to. I also don't want to leave all the space unoccupied. So anyways, we'll do this. We'll go down like that, and then we'll get I think sulfuric acid is here, so it shouldn't be that far to go. Okay, then we'll maybe go up like this. Where's the sulfur? Oh, it's right here. Right, this is sulfuric acid, right? Yeah, sulfuric acid. Okay, we're gonna go in. So something like this. By the way, Chewy, you're on a 25 stream streak. Holy smokes, Chewy! Thank you so much for being here for 25 straight streams. I forgot to mention, I just saw that on my my iPad's in a different location today, so I just noticed that. Thank you so much, Chewy, for. Oh no, why is this bad? Oh, because it's too long. Oh, that's not gonna work, is it, chat? It's too long. Now that's renewable. I hope you have a good week. Hey, what's up, Crimson Riots? Thank you so much. I had a good week so far. Today's Canada Day, but I'm taking my holiday on Friday. So I did have a good day. I did show up to work today. It was just nothing to do because you're not allowed to work on holidays and make noise. So I basically didn't have a whole lot to do. So I gotta put sulfuric acid production here. So that's gonna be the first unexpected thing that I have to figure out. Where's my sulfuric acid even coming from? Oh, it's coming from here. Oh, coming from these guys. Okay, so this is pretty easy. I just need water, iron plate, and sulfur, so it's not that big of a deal. All right, so this is the chemical plant, right. Okay, let's go over here and make some sulfuric acid. A proud member of the Thorium Brotherhood, a fraction of Great Wars. Yeah, Canada Day. Yeah, Canada Day is always pretty good. Yeah, like I like to relax on my holidays. I don't usually go out anymore, but I'm sure you might hear fireworks in the background. I do have the windows closed because it's insanely hot. So okay, I guess we'll do sulfuric acid production here. It doesn't make sense to take it too much farther. I just have to bring sulfur down here. So I wasn't really expecting to have this issue. I thought it was going to be pretty straightforward, but that's okay. Not that big of a deal. Eventually, this will be gone as well, like all this copper area here. So I'll be able to make some more room after I mine all that out. So I think putting it here is just fine. We'll bring the water in this way. And then I don't know how many I need. Let's start with 4, and then we'll go from there. Okay, do I have any water nearby? I forgot how to look at water or like my pipes, but all I have to do is really this. Okay, so the pipe lengths is also a thing for water. I did not know that there's so many restrictions. I might not be able to get sulfuric acid if I cannot find a suitable way to run the water here. So we'll see, I guess. Let's start going this way, I suppose. Yeah, let's match that. That'll look pretty cool. So the sulfuric acid, and then the water comes in from the back. I think maybe, well, okay, maybe that's fine. The water here. Switch that around. Something like this will go in that way. I just want to see if it's going to work before I hook it up completely, because if it doesn't work and I have to get water from somewhere else, then, you know, it is what it is. But let's put that there, and then we'll extend this and do that. Okay, so that should, hopefully that's okay. The water seems to be, it's not flashing red, and it's saying, yeah, it's definitely good. Perfect. Okay, so I still want to go up and over, actually. I feel like that would be a wiser decision. And what do I need to move these back a little bit as well. So we'll go up like this. Just kind of get it out of the way. I think I only need to hook up one port. I'm pretty certain. But this little guy's trying to follow me. That's kind of funny. And I also have found it really easy to just have my water hookups in all my piping hookups in a straight line for like an over the ground pipe, and then rebuild it after with the underground. Ethan was a party boy. Are you a good dancer? No, I'm not a good dancer, unfortunately. Not a good dancer. Okay, let's get these guys hooked up, and then I think this will probably have to move because I don't think I can bring the sulfur. No, I can bring the sulfur right here. Okay, so let's do. Oh, this is the wrong way. Okay, and then we'll bring basically the sulfur and the plastic this exact same row. I guess I can just bring it back into this way. This is currently coming from this direction, so all I have to do is just continue it, and that's pretty easy. I want to get it down to here. So unfortunately, this is going to be a little bit of a mess, but I guess... Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that. I want it to go down this way. That would look a lot better, wouldn't it? Instead of this crazy idea. Okay, let's go this way. Like Bob Ross says, we don't make mistakes, we make happy little accidents. Is that what he said? I hope so. I like Bob Ross, but I hope I quoted him correctly. Okay, anyways, Bob Ross aside, this is like the masterpiece of my own. We can we do a U-turn here? Yeah, we can. And then we'll just bring all the supplies down. Okay, cool. So that's that. We have sulfuric acid production started here. And I have modules too, chat. I have all these modules on standby, which is really, really cool. I'm making them and putting them in a red bin somewhere. And then, by the way, I should probably put the faster. It's gonna take forever. Okay, and then sulfuric acid has started. Let's put a tank in there. I guess maybe the tank can go... I guess the tank wouldn't matter if it hooked up to this, right? Not that I really need that space anyway for anything. And then just connect everything here. I'll just connect everything. It's fine, I think. I think it's fine. Okay, and then bring this over to the end. Oh, that's not going to work. I have to do this. Okay, there we go. Sulfuric acid. Good to go. Now I just need inserters here. How many do I need for one of these? I forgot how many it needs. Anyways, I think the fast inserter would be beneficial here. Wow, clicking is all over the place today. Okay, and then power. Oh, I messed up. That sucks. That sucks. I hate it when I do that. Let's go like this. Now it just doesn't look as elegant as it normally would. Okay, and then we need to extract. Let's take this out for the time being. No, flip it around. There we go. Move this over a little bit. The RoboPort can go here. And then that still has power. Perfect. Okay, and no sulfuric acid there. Okay, well, that makes sense. Makes sense why that wouldn't be working if there's no sulfuric acid. Take these guys here. And then bring... Okay, so now we got blue circuits going. We'll bring that to the end. This is conceivably all going to be blue production at some point. Let's see how fast these things work. Pretty slow, I would say. I would definitely need some more. At least hook this one up. This is already semi-hooked up. I gotta remove this once again. Okay, like that. And then put that poor RoboPort. I've deleted it so many times now. Put it back here. Somewhere where it can fit. Okay, now there's no power. I'm gonna take this out. I don't need these. Okay, that's fine. I'll let that continue to pile up. Okay, so I have blue now. I have blue processing, the flying robot frames, which I have here. All I have to do is take this out, come the opposite way. And then come out of there. Probably go right into the blue. I think that would make sense. We'll see. We'll see if that makes sense or if that's a bad idea. But I'm thinking just doing this. Nice! 500 processes units per hour. That's cool. All right. So we have blue. Now we need the low density structure. And I have to remind myself what this is. So low density structure needs copper, steel, and plastic bar. By the way, maybe... No, I'll just leave that. That's fine. These things are... Or yeah, those are fine. Okay, so copper. Let's bring copper down. Luckily, there's just so much copper, so that's really good. We'll do a split here, I think. Yeah, we'll kind of bring it down. Also, I'd say I'll bring it down in this direction. Probably would work out pretty good. Just get rid of that tree there. Okay. Obviously, the production for this is going to be somewhere down here because I have these rails. So, by the way, how's the... Okay, we're doing really good. I kind of like how I have a big pollution cloud here now. The pollution cloud's moved over substantially. Hi, Ethan. Do you have an estate to beat the heat? Yes, I am very thankful that I'm in an air-conditioned area. How's the heat where you are? I know that Europe's been going through a massive, massive heat wave, and I've heard reports here in North America of people dying from the heat. And I guess it's the obvious question in those situations is like, why don't you have AC? But I guess because the buildings are so old in some areas, you can't, like, it's just not integrated into the units, or you don't have maybe the power requirements to have AC. I'm not sure what the situation is there, but I've heard of a lot of really bad cases of, obviously the heat getting to a lot of people. It's kind of like that too in Toronto. Oh, I don't want to hit that. There's some parts in the older part, like the older areas of the city, that also don't have AC. Whether the units, sometimes the apartments can't handle an AC in the window, or the power isn't adequate inside of the buildings, or unfortunately, sometimes people just can't afford it, and it ends up being a terrible situation. But I'm very thankful that in this heat, we do have AC, especially for the cats too. Like, there's a lot of animals out there, like squirrels and stuff, that I saw a squirrel yesterday was really struggling in the heat on the back deck. But Esca, a chilled Esca is amazing on a hot day. I don't have Esca today, but I will take a sip of Orangina for you. Okay, so back to the research. Low density structure. I got a copper. Okay, steel. Okay, so for steel, I'm almost considering like piping it directly into, like, in this setup here, where I'm making the flying robot frames or whatever, and I'm just taking the steel from here and sending it directly into it. But now that I think about it, all these seem to be at 100 capacity. So maybe I'm producing way more steel than I'm using in these. Like, maybe these are just so much slower. So it might be, yeah, these are 0.12 seconds, and this is 0.03. I don't know, like, this one's, it suggests that it's faster. But anyways, I think maybe what I'll try to do is just okay, let's see if this will work. Maybe put some large or like long inserters on this side. Build a couple more of those, and then just remove the extra steel beams and put it on a new conveyor rail. That might be the ideal situation in this scenario, because then I don't have to build more furnaces. I can just reuse these furnaces if that's how it's going to be, and then I can just conveyor it out, basically. I could also, no, this is already occupied, so we'll come out like this, and then over. Okay, so there we go. We have steel, and now I just need plastic. Plastic is super easy. I should have a bunch of it, and I do, in fact. So come down with the plastic, and maybe we'll pipe it directly onto the steel as well. So there we go. We have our two. Actually, we might even do it here. I don't have to go very far. The low density structure, that's all I need, right? Where is it? Yeah, I need copper, steel, and plastic. Oh, so this is different. So copper, steel, copper's here. Okay, so I gotta, yeah, I messed this up. Take that out. Gotta go this way. It's gonna go somewhere here, I think. The assembler can go pretty much there. Oh, it's the wrong spot again. Stop putting it in the wrong spot. I bought my house in 2020, installed a large mini split. That was the first thing I did. Very good investment. Mini splits are amazing. Just Arm says, are we talking old school vanilla? Wow, Factorio, like Thurium Brotherhood. I'm down with that. I don't know any of those references, but but yeah, it's It's funny. It's super easy, barely an inconvenience. Yeah, I'm not sure what that reference is exactly, but I just thought you guys were making fun of my gray hairs. I'm starting to get a couple. You know, things are going downhill when your nose hairs are starting to get gray. And then after, it's all downhill from there. Pitch meetings. Okay, low density structure. Oh no, this is not gonna fit. I need more space. But yeah, it does have to go down here. Because I need 3 conveyors, right? So we'll come down like this. So let me turn the game volume up just a tad. It seems like it's a little bit low. You guys can let me know if it's too... I'm not sure. That's too loud on my end now. Let me know if it's too loud, Chad. I don't want it to be blowing me out or blowing your ears out. But it looks like it was a little bit low in the sidebar there. So, okay, let's bring it over this way. He has no culture. He's a dupe tyrant. He has no culture. Yeah, I'm very bad with like understanding or like knowing cultural references. I always used to tell people in the chat when I first started streaming, like, if you're gonna tell me a joke, you have to warn me ahead of time that you're telling me a joke. Because I'm not going to understand it. Okay, let's bring this all the way over. I don't know how many of these I need, but I feel like if I just keep everything in line, it'll be okay. So we'll see. I like things to be as symmetrical as possible, even though I don't always adhere to those restrictions. Just whenever I feel like it. How about that? Okay, so put these here. And go up and over. Obviously, I need the fast inserters here. For some reason, I'm confusing lately, or at least this stream in my head, of which direction the researchers go. It's not like I haven't played this in a while. I just played this game today. So, not sure what my issue was there, but... Okay, so now we have everything. Cool. I wish the red ones were a little bit quicker, but it's not. Wasn't meant to be. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need a lot of these. These are very, very slow. Just watch the Star Wars pitch meetings. They are the best ones. Okay, I will have to look that up. Let me put that on my notepad here. 1 minute, chat. Oh, and I should have a new video should be coming out on Friday, I hope, because I have Friday off, so I can work on it in the morning, and then I'll do my Canada Day things, and then probably stream on Friday. I don't think I'm doing anything interesting on my day off other than making a YouTube video. So maybe turn down the related volume of the music. Sure, yes, I will do that. Thank you so much for the suggestion. It did seem a little bit loud. I'll turn the master up, maybe the music down. Let me know how that goes. By the way, welcome to the stream, KT. I like your username. Welcome. K-Twee. I don't know if that came across. But welcome. That's okay. Factorio is the toppest of cultures. You like the game music? I like the game music too. The game music is wonderful. But I just wanted to make sure it wasn't too loud for everybody in the chat. I also like to hear like the audio cues in this game, so I wanted to keep that at least. The Yellow Science. Hey, Stringer, nice to see you. Yeah, finally, Yellow Science. Stringer, it's been a lot. Check this out, Stringer. I know people have recommended against it, but I could not resist. You just give me a second. It's a long walk. Check this out. A massive solar farm. It's hilarious. I just kept going. I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop myself. Oh, you're Becca. Okay, cool. I remember you. Okay. Hi. What's up, Becca? I like your username change though. K-Twee's really good. I just watched the Bionic short. It was very good. Is that my Bionic short that I released a couple of for the aquatic planet pack. I think it's old information now because now they have the swim module or whatever, or swim booster that you can make them. Is corn the main snack for Canada today? Corn with maple syrup. It's beer and poutine. Maple syrup is more. I mean, you can use maple syrup at any time of the year, but I feel like personally, I feel like maple syrup is more of a winter ingredient because it's, I don't know, it kind of feels like warm and warm to I don't know how to explain it. It's just like a winter thing to me. Now, I don't drink beer personally, but that's like the main ingredient of Canada Day. Molson Canadian and Bud Light was what people like here. And then poutine, obviously. Like you can't come to Canada. If you guys ever visit Canada, you have to get poutine. It's just no question about it. If you don't get the full experience if you are not getting poutine. Oh, by the way, if you do that, you have to get poutine from like a good spot. And in that case, you can just go on Reddit and ask the locals or, whatever. Do whatever you have to do to find the goods. But don't go to like McDonald's and get a poutine, like a rip-off poutine. You have to get a good one. And, yeah, maple syrup is good here, but it's like sticky. It's not fun to eat in the summer, basically. Even if you don't get any maple syrup, like if you don't spill it, the bottle is always, for some reason, sticky. And so that's just the way maple syrup is. I think the caps just kind of end up leaking or whatever, and then, or like, when you pour it, a little bit comes down the side. So that's that. Make sure you guys try poutine though if you're here. That's the best thing ever. Like, I love going to Costco just to get poutine, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'll go there just not even to like because I really need anything from Costco, but just because I want the poutine. And I'll just be like, oh, okay, well, while I'm here, I'll stock up on 10 liters of dish soap for $20 or 10 liters of all-purpose lemon cleaning fluid for $10. I mean, you're never gonna run out of a need for cleaning fluid or dish soap, right? So it's always like an excuse, like, yeah, I guess I can stock up on more of that stuff. Okay, so now we have this stuff going here. Solar panels, I love them. Oh yes, I know you've mentioned that you like them. It's Fitz. I don't think Fitz is in tonight, but Fitz is the one who says he does not enjoy the amount of space the solar panels takes up. So if he joins tonight, I'll have to go back and show it off again. Every solar panel I place down, I get happy knowing people out there would be seething about solar. Well, I mean, listen, I can be a little bit of how do you, like, I don't want to say a troll. Troll's not really the right word. Like maybe instigator in a way, where I was like, I just couldn't. First of all, I like blue. Second is I just kept coming. Like the solar panels just kept coming from the machine, and I just kept making more. And before I knew it, I was at this rail. Like I did one row first, right? And then I was like, wow, this is really cool. What if I just did like a whole bunch of rows and used the substation, because I wasn't using the substations before that. And it turned out so cool. I love the grid. I love the layout. Yeah, it looks really awesome. So now, of course, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, okay, well, my chat is very mixed about solar panels. Some people swear by solar panels because it's basically pollution-free power. And then some people think it takes up too much space and it could be used better. The space could be used for something else. So I said, you know what? Only good can come of this if I just make a massive solar farm. Okay, what am I doing here? I'm doing yellow. Okay, I have the low density structure. I have the flying robot frame, and I have the processing unit. So this is all coming out here. Lovely. Let's go ahead and do this. Splice that, and then send this on its way. So now I have the, actually, I don't even, I'm gonna do a, how do I want to do this? Okay. I think I'm gonna send these material, no. I'm not gonna send that. I was gonna say, I'm gonna send the materials up here, but that's gonna be a huge mess. because here's my labs up there. What I'm going to do is send this material. I guess I don't have to send it anywhere. It can just literally be right here. But just for the sake of making things more complicated than they need to be, I'm going to send it around like this, just in case I have to increase this production. Like, you know, say if I have to add more because it gets too, like the demand gets too big. I don't know how much I'm going to need. I'm going to run it like this. And then I'll make my yellow research things here. And then obviously I have all this room to expand to. So this is purposefully built. I'm sure the Factorio veterans are like, yes, we know, Ethan, we've played this game for thousands of hours. We know how to play the game. But in my head, I like when I started rebuilding the base, I felt so proud of myself that I like left all this room. So when I have to expand, I can do so. So like you can see that my green circuit infrastructure has massively expanded. And I was like, yep, this is what good planning feels like, I think. So there you go. Okay, so we got we're gonna put inserters here to make the yellow. Finally, chat, we're finally getting the yellow. All the pink research is done. I got vials hanging in the background, just waiting to be burned through. Please tell me I put this. Okay, I just messed up the last two. Okay, so that's that, and then, oh shit, did I put this? Yeah, I did put it in the wrong spot. That's okay. I can move this up. I think. Yeah, I'll just move this up. It's fine. Is it fine? Yeah, it'll be fine. I'll just go like this. Oh, by the way, I need 3 low density structures, so maybe I ought to put those on the closer loop. So I think I had it right. I think I had it right, chat, because if I have 3 of these, then I need my inserters to work faster versus this one. Well, I guess it's 3 and 3, so it doesn't really matter. Whatever. I'm just thinking about stuff that doesn't matter. Okay, let's bring this. Oh no, not that. I always do that. Misclick. Okay. Anyways, bring it down like this, and then we'll. You know, I'm gonna change it. I don't like that. I don't want. I try to. I don't like to use the bridges if I don't have to. Right. So we're just gonna let this all offload, and then I'll bring this in. This is basically gonna go like this. Okay, McDonald's has poutine. Yes, sorry, Katie. McDonald's has poutine, and it's hit and miss. Like, let's at best, and it's as much as you would pay for actual good poutine. So don't bother if you're here in Canada visiting. Yeah, just go to a place that is not a chain restaurant to buy poutine. That's basically the best advice I can give. I used to run a store and had one Canadian customer and ordered Molson just for her. That's very nice of you. Everyone here loves Molson. Like I said, I don't personally drink beer, but if I did, I would probably drink Molson just because it's like the go-to. The easiest conversation starter, I would say. I've been getting into wine lately, actually. Wine's been my jam. Real maple syrup is good and shockingly runny. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with maple syrup, for sure. And I don't mean to like diss maple syrup in Canada. Obviously, I'm Canadian, so I'm going to be like, yo, don't be making fun of my maple syrup. But the thing is, it's not always, for me, it's not the go-to in the summer. It just feels too thick. Like in the summer, even though I do tend to eat more than I need to. In the summer, I like to go for light things if possible. And, it's not... Maple syrup just feels more... It just feels more, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, even on pancakes, I'll opt for... Like, to be honest with you, I know might sound crazy, but I actually like my pancakes plain. Like, not plain, like, you can put... strawberries or banana or blueberries or whatever in or on the pancakes, or chocolate, but like chocolate chips inside of pancakes are really good. But I mean, I don't like to put like whipped cream. I don't like to put cream cheese. I don't like to put maple syrup or whatever. And there it is, yellow research. Canadians love craft dinner and bagged milk. Bagged milk is fucking as fire, dude. Like, bagged milk is just amazing. What an amazing invention. Like, it's so easy to handle and use. It's just great. Like, evil dupe tyrant. You can be a bit more than that. Just say, remember Gizmo? Yeah, Gizmo had an untimely death, but it was his fault. I still remember that it was his fault. So, in Factorio, the map is essentially endless, so it takes up too much space. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, it does just keep going, doesn't it? I guess theoretically, you could just take like maybe the whole desert area, for instance, if you didn't want to build there because of the pollution aspects or whatever, and just turn it all into solar panels, and then you'd make zero pollution from all of your power or something. At least to a certain extent, right? I don't know how big big bases get, or sorry, big factories get. Obviously, I think it's inconceivable to me because I haven't at that stage of the game yet, and I'm purposely not trying to look up any bases because I want this to be as much of a blind playthrough as possible. You know, I think it's more fun that way. Well, it's definitely a lot of fun for me. Like this game is, if I just looked up a playthrough of, or like the optimal way of doing stuff, I would lose the learning experience that makes games like this so fun. And I get that there's definitely, I'm not saying it's wrong to look up how to play. I mean, I literally make tutorials for Oxygen Not Included on how to play for beginners, but which is you know, if that's how you want to play, that's fine. And like, I mean, I literally make the videos for that. But I love figuring stuff out. That's to me, that's a huge part of the game. So I don't want to see what a massive end game looks like, you know? This one's just gonna have to be sad, I guess. So anyways, I forgot why I was even talking about that, but oh yeah, the endless space stuff. Yeah, endless space. So like there's a lot that I do obviously that I think could be optimized. Like I could make better use of the robots as well. But I will say this though, I have been enjoying using the roboports. Like I have gotten a lot better at placing them all over the place. So they just do this. So I don't have to keep walking back. And so I basically have a mall set up now, okay? And this is a lot different than the last time I streamed Factorio as well. Like I said, I've gotten about 5 hours of progress or more. So now I have a mall set up. It's, you know, things are going great. I'm pushing the biters back even more and this and that. So yeah, it's just been a great time. And then I'm kind of sad to eventually get to the end because it means that I will... there's always going to be learning. But the beginning of any game and playing it for the first time is so much fun to me that I'm kind of sad to eventually make it all the way to what is considered like the end game and move on from the early learning experiences. Because, you know, and the next time I play, I'm going to be like, oh, okay, I got to go take care of the biters first. You know, I'm going to know everything that I've already done. And I'm going to know how to build my base properly. So then instead of like figuring stuff out and having to redo it, which I really enjoy doing in games, it'll be more of, hey, let me just build all my assemblers in a row because I know that's going to work well. So that's, I don't know if that resonates with any of you, but that's kind of how I see this this game and running it. Okay, so anyways, I have to bring yellow into here. I think yellow... so I plan to make this... Sorry, chat, I'm a little bit behind, chat. I'm going to get caught up in a second. I'm just having like a brain moment here. I'm thinking what the best solution here is to maybe make this sort of a loop, because I'm inserting all... I guess I could bring the yellow to here. Like if I just bring the yellow to here, then this one location can distribute everything. Because right now the way it works is this one gets purple, blue, gray, red, and green, and then it distributes it this way. Then it goes up and distributes it this way, and then distributes it down here, and it kind of just meets in the middle, right? So maybe maybe it makes sense to bring yellow in this direction. Oh, that's the wrong way. So while I'm thinking about this, I'll get caught up with you guys. I'm way behind. Oh, by the way, I do love craft dinner. Yes, craft dinner is friggin' amazing. Factorio. Okay. The game is a sandbox. Who cares? Use whatever you want. I mix up my power. I can roleplay. That's awesome too. Like I used. Oh man, roleplaying used to be so much fun when I had, like. So I want to say more time. Not that I don't have time to do that now, but I often restart games early than I would like to, and I feel like that ruins the roleplay. So I used to love sort of, you know, doing those things as well. Distant outposts get solar places run off steam and nuclear, and that's a good point too. And actually, that's exactly how I have this area set up. So this was initially all solar. Now it's obviously connected to my main grid, and likewise, this was all solar, and this was all solar, and then everything just eventually got connected to the grid because I thought it made sense, made it a lot easier. So yeah, it's where was I going? I was going over here, bringing it out here. Yeah, bring it out here. Out this way is fine. So bringing yellow research in. Here we go. Go this way. I really don't like that. Let's see if I can fix this. There's gonna be a lot of tinkering over the, like, went off stream, a lot of hours like fixing the conveyor. I like the conveyor rails to all look. It's like piping in, oxygen not included. I like them to all face the same direction or whatever, you know? Like, it looks really, really cool that way. In some instances, like, obviously I can't help it. I have to go across, but let's go like this. Okay, and then, is this going the right way? I have to change the direction of this. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, it's gotta go. I did this all wrong. Oh, that's kind of annoying. That's okay. All right, there we go. Okay, sorry, chat. Hey, what's up, Ratchuck? What's going on? Nice to see you. I get a lot of people in my state trying to sell me solar. I'm worried about all the scams, so I just avoid them. I guess if you're getting it from a reputable place, it should be okay. Although I don't have any knowledge of what the scamming culture is like in the US, so not too sure if I have any useful information. Being an electrician and all, I will say that in Canada, solar's usually not worth it because of how much it costs. The upfront cost for solar is almost so much that it's going to take you easily 20 years or so to make back the energy savings and how much you spend upfront on the solar. So it's a little bit less, unfortunately, it's a little bit less useful here. Again, it depends on your labor costs and your material costs and all that stuff, right? So, but solar obviously has great benefits. Like if you have sunlight for most of the year, especially in the US, you probably do because you're in Canada is, you know, basically there's no point. You only get sunlight like maybe 60% of the year, 40 depending on where you are, right? It's cloudy a lot, it's overcast a lot. Anyways, if you're in an area where you can keep a battery charged and not send it back to the grid, like in Canada, we send our power back to the grid usually, I think it would be beneficial, especially if you have frequent power outages. Okay, here we go. We got yellow vials going in. God, we're gonna have to see how. I'm gonna let this fill up first before I start research, so I can kind of see where my inefficiencies are, and then expand that area. But for now, I'm just gonna get caught up really quick here. And anyways, the last point on solar: if you pair it with batteries, I think you're in a really good spot. But again, it depends on how many power outages you have. If you can install a system where you're using your battery power first before the street power, you know, there's a lot to factor in. In Canada, it's just not worth it, unfortunately. Like, it makes sense in theory, but what's more popular here is like backup generators that run on natural gas, because almost everybody has natural gas. Crimson Riot says, Ethan, you should put it on hats as a reward for Twitch, like the Eska sips. Okay, that I'm not opposed to that. What kind of hats do you want to see, Crimson Riots? I could definitely, I could definitely get some hats. It would be a little bit uncomfortable with my headset, but I can definitely work something out. Hey, oh, nice, 1K processing units per hour. Hell yeah. Strawberry jam on pancakes is awesome. I do like strawberry jam. I'm not gonna lie. My favorite thing on pancakes is definitely bananas and blueberry, but I want it to be like baked in. I want the sorry, bananas and chocolate chip. I don't know where I got blueberries from, but I want the chocolate chips to be baked into the banana. I do love blueberry pancakes as well, just on their own. Bag milk is in the US too, says Kevin, just very specific to regions of the country and programs. Okay, I did not know that. Is it more of like a northern thing because it's close to Canada and we share supply? I don't know. I guess we don't share supply chains because of tariffs and whatnot for dairy, but dry pancakes. Yeah, if the pancakes, here's the thing: if the pancakes are made well, they're not as dry as you think. Like if you burn the pancakes, or if you really if you like your pancakes, let's say, done well instead of rare. Like rare pancakes are probably not a good example. Like medium is in terms of like steaks. Then obviously it's very, very dry and you have to drink a lot of water. That if you know a place, or if you can make it yourself, where the pancake is just moist and delicious, and the topping is providing more flavor, then you know you've got a good pancake. Like the topping on the pancake shouldn't make or break the pancake. It's like a pizza. If you go to a pizza place and their pepperoni pizza, like the most basic pizza that literally everybody can make, is crap, then there's no point in trying their stuffed crust or their deep dish or whatever, because if they can't make the best pizza, the most simple best pizza, they're not going to make. I mean, that's not totally true. They might make a good deep dish, but most of the time it's if you're eating something that's very, very dry and it needs like syrup, then it's probably the pancake isn't made with good ingredients or whatever, right? Kate tweets, I gotta go. Enchiladas are done. Happy factory growing. Thanks for stopping by. Nice to see you, and enjoy the enchiladas. I think you might be gone already because I've taken forever to get to this part of the chat. But have a good rest of your night. Oh, there's really no optional way to play Factorio. There's definitely optional ways, but they don't necessarily make them right or wrong, says Stringer. You can definitely optimize things more and more. That's one thing that I've been struggling with is it's figuring out what I want to optimize over. Like obviously, you're playing here. You got a set of priorities you want to do in each play session, but then your focus gets caught somewhere else. So like, oh, do I take the time to do that? It's one of those situations. Solar has subsidies, but it's still expensive. That's true. It does have subsidies here as well. We get a lot of subsidies for other things like energy consumption, like heat pumps. I'm sure there's subsidies for solar also, but switching from natural gas to all electric heating and cooling, it gets a lot of subsidies in most parts of Canada. That's what I was thinking too in solar. Thank you so much for your insight. I feel a lot more confident. You're very welcome, Crimson Riots. Happy to help. Like I said, I'm indifferent towards the scamming culture in general because I don't know enough about it. But you have to understand your economy and whether it makes sense. Don't just get something because you feel like you should get. You don't need to get solar if you don't do the math and think, okay, is this going to pay for itself? Throughout your streaming career, have you ever had moments where you'd sit and think, I'd rather do OnlyFans? No, Vitaly, I have not. I have not thought that. I really want the logistics system because I want the blue bins. I've been waiting for the blue bins forever. So here we go. We're going to start that. But No, I have not. If I, like, here's the thing. I would never make content that is like specific for OnlyFans. I think obviously this has to go faster. Like this is just too slow. So I would only make content that I actually enjoy making. Oh, this is the problem here. So like oxygen not included videos, right? And then OnlyFans, everything is locked behind the paywall. So at that point, I may as well just lock all my content behind the paywall in Ani, and I'd be in the exact same places I would want to be. Now, obviously, not many people are going to want to pay for a subscription model just to access Ani videos. So that's why I don't do that. But that's kind of the only thing. Okay, so now we're starting to get a little bit of a production collapse here. I'm using a lot of copper now. So I think let's just take a look at how. Okay, our feeding is a little bit slower now than it used to be. Oh, things are starting to run out. That's why. So yeah, I would never had the idea to start Vitaly. Interesting question though. I love answering questions like that. It's always like a what if situation, which I quite enjoy. Pancakes are sort of a pastry. Them being dry isn't a matter of well done. It's more like the recipe and proper preparation. Yes, you are correct, Kevin. That's kind of what I was trying to get at. I just didn't know how to explain it better than like the steak analogy. It's absolutely right though. You want your pancakes to be good on their own. Like obviously, you want to eat your pancakes the way you like them. So if you like to put maple syrup, if you like to put strawberry jam, that's your thing, right? You do you. But like you have to kind of realize that if you are eating pancakes that need strawberry jam, then there's a problem. It's the same thing. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same thing as eating a burger. Let's say you grew up all your life and you hate burgers because you're like, oh, burgers are so dry, they're gross, they need so many condiments, they're not very good, or whatever. It's very likely, like you might obviously just not like meat, but hear me out here. Let's just pretend you're not a vegetarian or a vegan, right? You might think that burgers are gross until you actually have a good burger, because your parents made just maybe terrible burgers all your life, and then you're gonna be like, oh wow, this burger's amazing. How come I've been eating crap burgers all my life? Well, it's not necessarily that the burgers are all terrible. It's maybe you just never had a good burger. And I recently had this discussion with one of my coworkers who's rather young, and he doesn't like at certain types of meat. I think it was like roast beef or something or whatever. It's like, or pork chops or whatever, right? And I was like, well, who makes your, like, have you ever had other people's pork chops, or have you only had your parents' pork chops? And the answer was, well, I've only had my parents' pork chops. And I said, well, that's probably the problem. I mean, it's not that your parents are terrible at cooking. It's just that they have their own way of making the pork chops that they like. And maybe they like all their meat well done. And maybe you're just not a well done type of guy, right? So it's one of those situations where the pancakes is a similar situation. You might not like pancakes without anything on them, and that's fine. But have you ever had like a really good pancake, and then you put a condiment on that, and you're like, oh wow, this is the best pancake I've ever had? That's more of what I was like. Yeah, the steak analogy was not the best one, but that's kind of how I feel about cooking in general most of the time. Like I feel like most things you can make really, really good. And it just comes down to how it's prepared. Like Kevin said, like how it's prepared, the ingredients, etc. Right? Okay, so this is I'm okay. I'm a little bit conflicted on how to run this this whole situation, because if I put all the copper on one conveyor rail, it's all just going to get backed up. So I think I might do two, but I'll see where it gets backed up and what I have to adjust. I might do like one more this way and do a splitter there, and then do another lane going in, something like that. Well, this is obviously going to get back. It's all going to go on the far right. So I'll fix that in a second. Let me just get power up here so I can make this a little bit easier on myself. Nice. That's awesome. We got technology logistics system researched. You're gone, Vitaly. See ya. Good. Have a good night, Vitaly. Thanks for stopping by. Shake and bake pork chops. I don't think I've had shake and bake pork chops. To be honest, I'm not a huge pork chop fan myself, but that's mainly because meat's just so expensive, and I just don't feel like spending the money for it. It's honestly I like chicken. Chicken is relatively cheap, but it's gotten really expensive. I love eggs, but as far as like beef goes, I tend to avoid most beefs just because it's so expensive here. Even in areas that have their own local farms, I don't understand why it's so expensive. But oh wait, this is just kind of redundant, isn't it? Yeah, this is already backed up, so this is not going to do anything. So let's take this out. And then we'll just go like this. Yeah, turn it into here. Okay, something like that. And then we'll bring the power up. Decent example, architecture except plausible burgers are way too common here. Pork chop example works better. Gotcha. Yeah, I figured that burgers might have been a little bit of a wrong example. Analogies are... Oh, I had power right there. Oh, well, whatever. Now I have 2 powers. How do you like them apples? As an electrician, I like to have more power than necessary, so that was intentional. Okay, so yeah, so now I don't think I need these. I think this is, yeah. So it reaches quite far. I keep forgetting how far these things are. Like if I put this here, yeah, this still reaches. So I can kind of get in the middle and just get access to all of this. Not quite in the middle. Well, I guess that was in the middle, but whatever. Okay, put that there, delete that. Nice, beautiful. Now I need some, obviously we got a little bit of a problem nearby. Hopefully, by the way, I hilariously set up some laser turrets offline, thinking that, okay, yeah, they can defend my solar panel just in case, or my radar just in case the biters come. And of course, they were immediately destroyed as soon as biters spawned next to my radar. Luckily, the radar stayed up. I thought they would go after the radar as well, but I guess that doesn't produce pollution. I guess it's just the turret, or maybe because the turret is efficiency module. Okay, maybe perhaps it's because the turret is oh, what am I trying to say? Perhaps because the turret is like an offensive weapon and they know that for some reason. I don't even know what that is. Did your cat step on the keyboard, or? I'm not sure what those are, Kevin. I'm gonna do a quick Google search. I'm gonna take 2 seconds here to find out what this is. Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, sound it out. Fictional electrician. Oh, professional electrician. Definitely in the. Okay. It looked like your cat stepped on the keyboard or something. I was like, what is that? Then I Googled it, and something weird came up, and I was like, okay. That's a good. Thank you, Kevin. That was a good one. Don't forget to like the video, everyone, says Stringer. Yeah, if you guys could do that, if you're on the YouTube side, please help the stream out and like it. I know not many people show up for the Factorio, but that's okay. I still enjoy playing it. So we'll be back on Oxygen Not Included on Friday to continue the Aquatic Planet. Okay, I think maybe, well, okay, research speed probably doesn't matter too much right now because I don't think I'm making enough materials to support that anyways. This is all new to me. I haven't read through this yet. Increases the flying speed of logistics. Oh, that sounds fun, actually. I might put that on queue. What is this one? Inserted into armor to eliminate construction robots from work from your inventory. That sounds good as well. More effective means to defend your base. So, oh, the artillery. No way. So this, oh, the atomic bomb. Oh my goodness, the atomic bomb. Okay, let's go. Let's get that. Queue this up. Let's go, atomic bomb. Okay, that's atomic bomb next stream. Oh, that'd be so sick. Oh, this is getting a little bit too close for comfort. I might just go and clear those guys out. Not too happy about that. Do I have solar panels here? I'm surprised they spawn so close to them. I guess if I just keep spamming solar panels, it might actually fix the situation. Okay, now I can make more burners here as well, because obviously this is another bottleneck that I'm facing here. Yeah, I'll be by the way, I'll probably be on for, it's already an hour and a half into the stream. Wow. I'll be on for another hour probably. 2.5 hours we'll try to go for today, and go from there. Hopefully I can get, well, I mean, I already have yellow research, so I already accomplished one goal. Now I have to clear out some, I think, you know what? I think I should clear out those biters before I start putting these online. It's not going to end well for me, I don't think. So let's go do that. I'm such a good driver now, Chad, by the way. I haven't ran over anything offline when I was playing. I just gotta, oh, okay. I said that, and immediately I got a notification for a bank charge, and I was like, what the hell? Who's charging my credit card? But luckily it wasn't anything serious. Now you've fully researched logistics network means in theory you don't need any more belts at all. So you mean since I have everything researched, in theory I could just make all the assemblers and machines like put the components into each other? Is that what you mean? I guess I see how that could be feasible. Or you're talking about, oh, I see what you're talking about. You're talking about the research is how the bots can move things back and forth. Crimson Riots, thank you so much for the 150 bits. You are awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate that. No, not till 2 a.m. For me, it's currently only 9:30. So probably 10:30, 11 maybe I'll be on. So another hour and a half, an hour to an hour and a half minimum. I try to go. I always try to stream for a minimum 2 hours. 2 hours 30 minutes is my ideal time, like for length. But it also depends on how I feel. Like sometimes I'll play for 2 hours and I'll just lose sort of a sense of what I'm doing if I'm getting myself too distracted with random things, and I'll have to I like to do a reset. That's one of the things. That's one of the struggles of like, you know, that this is not a woe it's me thing, but that's one of the struggles that I find with streaming, is that I get lost really easily, and I'm trying to work on that. Obviously I want to entertain y'all here that are here to see the gameplay and see me blowing up these biters. So what ends up happening on occasions is I'll accomplish my goals, and normally what I would do offline is sit and look at the screen for a minute or two, maybe 5 minutes or so, or maybe a lot longer, and figure out what I want to do. I just kind of let the game run. Obviously, on stream, I want to keep things going and interesting. So I've been trying. I think I've gotten really good at it, actually, compared to where I started. But it's one of those things where if I stream a certain amount of time, I usually end up running out of ideas on what I want to do next. What is that? Oh, it's just a cliff. This is a huge nest, chat. Holy shit! It's just, they're everywhere. There's even another one up there. So I'm just gonna run this last one over. Boom! I love that. So I guess I'll put a solar panel here and try to claim this area for myself. But yeah, it's one of those things where if I stream for like 2.5 hours, I feel like that is an ideal time between having a good production in the stream and not being like lost with my goal. Because if I achieve my goal too early, then it starts to be a little bit messy in my head. Maybe not for you guys. Maybe you don't notice it. I don't know. Obviously, I've never like asked for that type of feedback, but I like to sort of have a goal for every play session. You know, I hope that kind of makes sense. Okay, I'm not too worried about these guys, although I probably should clear them out because look, these guys are. Oh, no, never mind. I thought they were attacking my solar panel. So I'm gonna move the solar panel over, or actually plant another one down. Not the solar panel, the radar. Plant the radar here, so hopefully it like stops them from. I don't know the spawn mechanism, so I'm hoping that this just kind of works. If I just put a panel down here, maybe they won't spawn on top of it. You know, that's my plan. Okay, and then let's go clear out this last area here. Obviously, I always save. I don't want to have to get my corpse and all that stuff. Oh, different time zone. Yeah, I'm on Eastern Daylight Time right now. Eastern Daylight Time zone. No, hey, what are you doing attacking that? You know how much effort it took to build that stuff? I can't believe they destroyed it. We could all coexist if you guys didn't destroy my stuff. I wouldn't care at all that you were here. So don't forget who started this war. Pedro, hey Ethan. Just passed to leave a like and say hi. I won't be able to stick around today. No worries, Pedro. Thank you so much for coming by and saying hi. I really appreciate that. I'll be back Friday with oxygen not included. So if you're available then, feel free to join. The pollution, yeah, the pollution's kind of getting a little bit big, but I'm starting to expand a lot in this area with more miners, so it's kind of expected. I'm just trying to keep the biters pushed back a little bit. I don't think this is that big of a deal. I think, like, I'm not sure about the mechanics of how they would get to me, but it seems like they would have a hard time getting to this area from there. So I don't know, maybe. If that's the case, but yeah, the pollution's okay. I mean, the pollution's really good considering how much I'm doing now. I have modules on pretty much everything, so been very happy about that. But thank you so much for coming by, Pedro, and leaving a like. I'm super grateful for your support. All right, let's keep going. No, don't hit that. Oh no, I ran right into that. Yeah, just as I was saying how good I was at driving. I turned. I like hesitated too. I saw it coming. As soon as I aimed towards it, I was like, "Yep, I'm gonna." Oh, that one was unintentional. Okay. As soon as I aimed towards it, I was like going like back and forth on my keyboard. Okay, so that takes care of that. I need to go back to the material. To the base and restock it. Why is the atomic bomb? Oh, it's 5,000. Okay, never mind. We gotta get more stuff than that. That's gonna take. I didn't realize how long it's gonna take. Increase the damage of explosive weaponry sounds way better for the time being. So worker robot speed is good and explosive charge. I mean, I should just queue up all of them, but let's see how the research is doing and where I'm lagging behind. Okay, so obviously copper's something that I have to work on. There's one row that's completely full, one row that's not. But let's just go back and take a look while my my robots fill up all my inventory of stuff. Okay, so taking a look at the research situation. Where does my half of these aren't even running. I have lots of purple. I have everything except for yellow. So obviously this is the biggest bottleneck that I have at the moment is the yellow. So let's see why the yellow is struggling. Okay, as expected, yellow does not have any copper. Oh, I'm sorry, the low density structure does not have any copper. So I still have to go back and continue working on that. That's going to be my bottleneck for the foreseeable future unless I can get that rectified. And in that in turn, by the way, is going to slow down my... well, I guess not too badly, but it's going to just slow down a little bit of my copper production here as well, my copper coils. So I would love to get this back on track. Maybe it might even be worth it to use some of this, like, because this is just backed up. And like, what am I really using this for? For red vials? I don't think red vials are as important. I think I could probably... Let's just let these guys catch up. I could probably redirect. Maybe like splice from here and redirect that. Just to get a little bit more production up front. Where did... Okay, it goes right here, yeah. So I'd have to bring it around. That's a long trip. I mean, I feel like I should just sort it better at the start here. Like maybe not go through so many splits. I'm splitting it once already here. I'm using half the material as it comes through the line. And then I'm splitting it again. So maybe I just have to split less. Bring both copper lines down. Okay, can I make that happen though? Like these iron lines are kind of in the way, aren't they? I guess it's easy to redirect those as well. I don't even have any more split. Oh, they're there. Right there. So let's take this out. Put this here. And then come in like that. And then take this out. Put this here. And then come in like that. Where was this going again? Oh, over here. Okay, cool. Take this. Take this out. And then this can be the new copper. I'm just going to make another copper line coming down. I really don't like this either. Let's move this over. Put that there. Going straight and do a turn. Okay, let's redo all this. So this can be used for copper. Let's take this out. Put that there. This has to come in to do copper, but what I will do instead is bring it this way and then turn into it. And then this will be the copper row on this side. Now this can be... This can go straight. The copper will come in this way, like that. Okay, this is copper. This is all copper. That's fine. Go back up here. Oh, this is not fine. This has to be moved over one more. Take this, put it here. Sorry, chat, if I'm like the... Problem, not enough lanes. Solution, more lanes. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. You can never go wrong with more lanes. Okay, go like this. Take all this out. And then this can go... Obviously, this I have to put on like that. Okay. And then come down with one more lane. There's a lot What's this? This is also okay. This is also iron here, so I have to split it again. A lot of splitting with this iron, but okay. We're making it work. I'm surprised it's being able to, it's supplying everything efficiently. Hasn't caused any problems thus far. Okay, so there we go. We have our extra lane for the copper. Nice and... Oh, this is gonna mess it up now. Okay, let's redesign this. Why not? Honestly, I love this part of Factorio. It's just redesigning stuff over and over. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so there's the new copper lane. We have 2 copper lanes for some reason, but we're only going to use 1. Did not mean to do that. Sometimes I wish I had belt immunity, and then other times I'm like, no, I love it when the belts make me go faster. So it's one of those things, chat, where I'm not quite sure if I want to remove that or not. You know? Kind of like the feature. Okay, so another lane comes down this way. Perfect. We'll do a split on this side. And then we'll... I don't know if this is going to be efficient, but I was thinking we'll do 2 splits. Come in like this. Move that over just a tad. Okay, and then we'll do something like this. Is this really janky, or is this like the optimal setup? Let me know. There are skills in Factorio you learn. There are skills you learn in Factorio that you can use in Ani, or vice versa. Yeah, like in general, resource management I feel like is something that you learn in one game and that can be transferable. So once you start to understand, not even so much ratios. You guys know I don't do math, but once you start to understand just how to identify when there's a problem and how to fix them, both games really start to open up and sort of it teaches you troubleshooting, and that in turn can help you with resource management. So for instance, a great example is like, okay, why aren't my yellow vials coming out? Okay, so you go to your yellow vials. Okay, yellow vials are missing the copper. They're missing the low density structure. So why are they slow? Go look at those. Oh, it's missing the copper. Okay, cool. So you fix the copper. Okay, that's pretty obvious, right? But there's certain aspects. Oh, here it comes. It's coming now. There's certain aspects where in Ani it's a little bit more complicated, because it's not like the issue isn't always immediately in front of you. So if you play Factorio first and then play Ani, I feel like you get a lot of you get like a baseline on how to find issues, versus Ani doesn't really tell you anything. And Ani is a very it's not very user friendly when it comes to like visual aids on what exactly is going wrong. Like you might just not have any hatches, or so that you might not have any barbecue. Well, there's no indication. So maybe if you're let me start that again. Maybe you're running your base off barbecue production, but then your dupes all die because there's no barbecue. So by that time, you can't correct anything, right? The game's over. You have to basically reload and hope that you can correct the situation, like at some parts of your autosave. Versus Factorio, it's a lot less. It's a lot more forgiving. You can be like, oh yeah, this is not working, so let me go back and fix it. So it kind of teaches you to like always keep an eye on your resources, and in turn, I feel like that's a really good transferable skill to Ani. Like, that being said, I'm really, it's kind of the same thing with all games, I feel like. So I'm really approaching this explanation from the perspective that you've never played a strategy game. If you're into strategy games, I feel like that's something that you naturally come across anyways at some point, so it's easy to fall back on. But you might not have that same problem-solving skill if you play Ani first, and that's like your first strategy type colony survival game, versus if you played Factorio. I would say the vice versa. What has Ani helped with Factorio? Well, again, it's just resource management, like understanding the flow of the process that you need to have materials. So in the case of the yellow vials, I like to work backwards. So I'm like, okay, what does the yellow vial need? Okay, I need the low density structure, the flying robot frame, the processing unit. So I figure out how to make this one first, then that one, and then you end up with something like this. Ani is similar, because if you want to have petroleum, which is one of the best sources of power in the game. Okay, well, how do you get petroleum? Okay, you have to have a oil refinery, or you have to boil the oil, but that's very difficult to do for a new player. So you're going to look at the oil refinery and say, okay, great. I need to set one of these guys up. So I need oil. Okay, well, there's a lot of oil on the bottom of your map. So you can just continue to pump that oil for hundreds of cycles potentially, and you'll be fine. But then if you get far enough into the game, there's going to be a time when you run out of oil. And you're going to be like, oh shit, there's no more oil. So my power is done. So once you get to that point, it's like, you might not even have the power necessary to continue your base because you were so heavily reliant on the petroleum, and that you sucked up all your power. Your base just might cease to exist at that point. So, anyways, it kind of teaches you the flow of like, okay, if you want to make renewable oil, you need water because you need an oil well. And then in order to get water, that's another precious resource. So you need to find a suitable, sustainable solution for that. So it's like you continue to work your way backwards. But in Ani, it's a little different again, because you kind of have to work forward. You can't just pick petroleum. You have to unlock it first on the research, and then you have to get the materials to build it. I don't know. It kind of works both ways. They're both very similar games, but they're also very different. Resource management obviously being the portion of the Venn diagram where they intersect. Are we talking about Ani or Factorio? Somebody asked, let's see, it was Icarus was asked on the YouTube side, so the chat has already gone off the screen. Is there any transferable skills in Factorio that you can use in Ani and vice versa? So that's kind of what I was answering there, and I always get lost in my train of thought and go off on a large tangent. So at a certain point, I have to try to remember, okay, what was my point going to be? And then redirect myself. But by the way, Dino, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. How you doing? Thank you for joining me tonight for Factorio. I'll be back with Oxygen not included on Friday, I believe. Friday is my technically my Canada day that I took today. I went to work today so I could have a 3-day weekend. I mean, today was largely optional. I could have not gone to work, but I figured I would see what I can do. Okay, there's one more iron patch left from my initial starting ore, so I'm really excited about getting that out of the way. I'm more excited about getting this out of the way so I can... This is kind of like right in the middle of where everything is. Correct, definitely more ore lanes. Most people give each double row of miners their own dedicated belt. Okay, so yeah, I should maybe work on that as well. Oh, there's more here? Bro, I just cleared you guys out. What the hell? All right. Yeah, like this is what I thought my problem was going to be, and that's what it ended up being. So I have to not send everything down on the right side here. Anyways, we have yellow research. It's not quite as fast as I need it to be, so I'm going to continue to work on that for basically, yeah, the rest of the stream. I mean, that's the most important thing right now, I would think. But I did unlock, blue logistics. Let me see what that is all about. Okay, first of all, purple. Purple is the active provider chest. Sends its contents to the logistics network. How the hell does that differ from the passive provider chest? Makes its content available to the logistics network. So what? Sends its content. Okay, let's try one. Okay, while we're building that. The buffer chest. Request specific items to be available for personal logistics and automated construction. Okay, that kind of makes sense. But isn't that the role of the red chest again? Makes its contents available versus sends its contents. So this is This to me is like a buffer. This to me is like, hey, take it from here. Like it's just a priority way to take it from. The requester chest is what I was looking for the most part. Request. Oh, okay. I think maybe I got it. Request specific items from the logistics network. So this is where the blue chest will ask for the materials from, I think. And this is what the purple chest provides its materials to. And the buffer, what the hell would the buffer chest be for? Specific items to be available for personal logistics. Okay, that's, I guess, the personal bot. So Dino says, yes, Ani's resources are finite, but you have so much to manage it, and real world physics. It's such a beta. Do you want me to explain this game? Sure, you can explain it. Yeah, go for it. Purple is always trying to empty the contents into other chests. Yellow are both requester and sender. Okay, I've dealt with yellow before. Yep. Bits, what's going on? Oh, I'm sorry about the ads. I didn't even see that was running. Back. I apologize about the ads. Then I was just reading your thing. I wish I could have stopped those. I didn't see that they were gonna pop up. Yeah, so I was just reading your thing before I said hi to Fitz. Fitz, welcome. We're on yellow vials. Dino's just helping me here. We just got the different color chests unlocked, and I was gonna go for atomic, but it's way too many. I'm not gonna get it done this stream, so I'm just gonna leave it. Fitz, I have something to show you. So here's my Corvex. I think I posted this in Discord. You guys have commented on it. This is my Corvex facility here. It's not sustainable because this eventually gets full with ore, so I have these inserters removing the ore for the time being. But all of my nuclear power line is completely full, so I'm very excited about that. And you're just gonna love this, Fitz. I know you're gonna love this. Look at this. Look at this masterpiece. I just kind of went overboard and started building. Okay, let me get back to Dino. Sorry, Dino. You're saying that so purple is always trying to empty. So that kind of makes sense. It's like, say, this is like the giver. Here, take this. I want you to take from me. Versus the passive, it's like, okay, these are existing, but you don't have to take from here. So I think I get that part. Yellow are both requester and sender. So this is like, yeah, I've dealt with these before. Basically, anything that I put here goes into yellow, as far as I know. Purple chests get emptied into yellow ones, and the red one is for items to sit until it's needed. So purple gets emptied into the yellow, and the red is for items to sit until needed. Okay. Technically finite, but practically infinite. Really, you'd need a supercomputer to tap all the resources. I mean, that's also true. That is. I mean, you can always go to space as well. So there's definitely a harder, like, as far as I'm aware, there's definitely a harder wall that you can hit an Ani than Factorio. Like Factorio, I'm pretty sure if I try. Excuse me, chat. I'm pretty sure you can soft lock yourself if you tried hard enough, or if you just neglected hard. Oh no. If you neglected hard enough, but Ani, it's like it's really easy to do that to yourself. I'm kind of nervous about this too. Why do I have power here? These should definitely have power. I just want to see electricity. Oh, did I hit the pole? I might have hit the pole, or maybe the biters destroyed it. Anyways, I gotta get over here and figure out what's going on. Maybe let's do that. I have lots of. Sorry, chat. I'm gonna read in just a second. Just gonna get my tank ready here for battle. I'm not sure what's happening on that end there. So, okay, so you meant green chests, not yellow. So let me go back here. The green chests are the buffer chests. That makes sense. Okay. So blue chests are requesters. Purple are garbage cans. They will always empty whatever you put in there. Only necessary in certain situations. Buffer chests help your bots by not needing to trap. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. I gotcha. Green are red and blue combo chests that are more useful than people realize. Gotcha. Okay. So I guess you would have to use like some filtering to make these standalone chests more effective. Yellow will take any item to store it and get pulled from you, but you can filter just one item. The TLDR, only use yellow, red, blue, and red. Red gives, blue requests, and yellow is for boss to take and give. Leave it to construction mods. Green and purple are shit. You're welcome. Okay, I appreciate the blunt explanation. Fitz, I'm sorry if I disappointed you with the solar farm. I had to do it. It was too much fun. I just kept going and kept building it, and I really had to finish it. I was going to make it bigger, to be honest with you, but it didn't come to be. I ended up getting finally distracted by something else to build. So we got no power here. Why do we have... Okay, so it's obviously the biters were around. They destroyed something. There's no power in this area. Let's check out the situation. There's no power here. Sounds like I got a flat tire. So there's power. There's no power here either. I must have ran over. Oh, it's right here. Yeah. Oh no, they destroyed it. Somebody came by and destroyed it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's unfortunate as well. No, stop. There we go. All right, let's take a look at... I don't know who destroyed it, but it wasn't... There's no biters around. This one's kind of scary, though. These ones gotten real big real fast. I think what I'm going to do is just take care of these guys since I'm up here. And then head over and fix this situation. That's a travesty. No solar. You have nuclear, my boy. I do have nuclear. I am still using nuclear. Nuclear is phenomenal. And I'm really happy about my Corvex, my Corvex research station, or my Corvex whatever thing is doing really good. Like I said, it still needs some tweaking. It's not perfect, but it's working for the time being. Like, I don't think I need to work on it. I don't think I have to fix it for a very long time. What do I keep hitting here? Oh, it's the cliff here. Just a random cliff. Huh. The more you know. All right, guys. Time to be evicted. This is not what I wanted for you, but you chose to come back. So let's send them even farther back. I feel like this pushes them farther back. They don't usually spawn directly on top of this. I mean, sometimes they do, but let's push them all the way back here. Then put a radar in here. All right, so good luck, boys. I'm not gonna care too much about sticking around. No purple, no green. PP Pono. Purple are good for nuclear waste, and Fulgura green is good for certain situations. Oh, that's a good point, actually. The nuclear situation that I've got myself into might be... Like, I think they would especially be good for keeping the conveyor belt clean of the nuclear uranium-238 or something. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I have to think about that one. Let's go over here and clear these guys out, though. Like I said, I'm a little bit trying to be overly cautious here. Sorry, one sec, chat. Let me... So I use buffer chest and green chest as I expand my base, so the bots don't need to grab items all the way back and then go to the edge of my base to expand it. I just slap a green chest and they will put from it when it's ready. So there's obviously interesting uses to all of them. So I'll have to play around. I know I want a blue chest for sure because that's the one that I think it was Icarus that was talking about it, how technically I don't need logistics networks anymore. Because, conveyor belts. Because everything can just be done theoretically by transport bots by just placing receivers and shippers down. Now, I'm not saying that I want to do that, but I think that would definitely be beneficial in certain cases, especially if there's an area, like if I build myself into a corner and I need to get a material somewhere, I could just put a blue chest down as a receiver. And that's kind of what my goal was for a long, long time in this game. Gonna save again. I know I'm chat. Listen, if you're new, I like to save scum. Okay, if I die, I'm gonna reload. I'm not gonna go collect my corpse. All right. So it's just I don't think I'm gonna die, but you know, like I'm not out here trying to collect corpses. Actually, the only corpse that's I'm collecting are these corpses. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Let's go. Just keep the pressure on. That's not good. That's not good. Why did I stop firing? All right, time to heal. I think it's getting in red. Boom. Yeah, I turn around. Oh, you made the wrong choice. All right, time to heal up. I have to get something to eat, says Fitz. Be right back. No worries. You know, look at my message about the blue. Oh, sorry, Stringer. I do that unintentionally sometimes. let me go back in 1 second. All right. I will check it out. Let me just kill everyone here. Or I'm not sure if I can say that on YouTube. Evict the local folks. The squatters, maybe. Okay, one more. These guys are so close. Let's go ahead and just take care of them. Boom. Take that. Boom. Okay, cool. That's so satisfying. Honestly, I love combat in this game. I really wish that there was more upgrades for the tank, because I really do enjoy the tank. But in general, I just wish that in general, I just like combat. Now, I know this is super not necessary, but I'm gonna put another thing. Oh, I'm gonna just connect that, I guess. And maybe put another... You know what? Let me put another one in. Another radar. To try to prevent them from spawning from here. I don't know why they're spawning so close all of a sudden. And I feel like radar kind of helps to push them back. Although I'm not quite sure. Oh, no. Ooh, I almost hit that. And then, of course, we'll just get this on full power. Okay, cool. So that takes care of the immediate danger. This one's still a little close, but that's okay. Okay, let me see. Sorry, Stringer. Let me go back and read the message about the blueprints. Okay, that was way back here. Okay. Now you have all the robot techs, I would like to introduce you to Build Anything Blueprint. In order to check it out, look in the Discord. I sent a step-by-step guide, step-by-step getting and implementing it. Okay, no problem. I will do that right now, actually. That might be a fun thing. Oh, the spider? Oh, that's right. I forgot all about the Spidertron. I can't wait. I was saying how much I can't wait to use that a little while ago, but I was so far away at that point that... Oh no, I didn't mean to. Oh, this is intro. I always love to see this screen where the biters just demolish everything. Like, how do you recover from that? That's crazy. I would be so upset. Okay, let me go to the Discord real quick and see if I can just read this. All right, so oh, it's in Factorio prints. Copy to clipboard. I'm not sure how this. Open on taskbar menu inventory on the right side. Click import string. Paste the gibberish into the box. Hit import. Blueprint should appear in your inventory at the same time as opening your blueprint by hand. Okay, so Factorio prints, huh? This allows you to place the assembler, foundry, electromagnetic plant, or bioplant set to any recipe. The requester will request the ingredients in the recipe, and the quantity that you set will stop the exporter inserter. Okay. A copy to clipboard. Open taskbar and then right click import string. Okay, so go to here. So import string to which? Not sure where that taskbar is. Is it here? Import string. Paste. Nope. What is that? Oh, that's my... Okay, I know what that is. Just delete that. Delete that. I don't want that there. How do I delete it? Oh, import string. There it is. Okay. Oh, this is a space. This is a space age thing. I want to delete this. I don't want that. Is that why? Very top of your bottom of your screen. Okay, I'll do it there. Air. Electromagnetic plant. I think Fitz is right. I think it's a space age thing. Fitz says I'm back. You can actually upgrade the tank. Oh, okay. Is it part of the new research? Maybe I've been just playing with the tank for so long. That's probably why I didn't think I could upgrade it. But oh, here it is. Here's the Spidertron. No way. Fast firing rockets. Oh, it's 2,500 units. Oh no, that's gonna take forever. Just like the atomic bomb's gonna take forever. What is this thing? The destroyer. That sounds cool. Most advanced type of combat robot. Okay, I like that. This looks pretty funny. That looks pretty cool. The laser, I think. New laser. Energy weapon. I like the artillery. Worker bot cargo size is probably a good one to get. In fact, that's what my next one should be, to be honest with you. Instead of going for the nuclear bomb right away. And then, oh, I have another one, the space science pack. Damn, I'm so far away from that. Oh, I really want the Spidertron. That looks so cool. How many for this? 2,500? I can get that. I can get that. Next stream chat, we'll have the Spidertron. Fit says, oh, I can't make a blueprint that doesn't have the space age. My bad. No worries. Sorry, Stringer. No worries. I missed a message from... go back here. Sorry, Dino. I missed a couple of your messages. You will have to use chest and try the different steps to see how you want to use them. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. There's gonna be a lot of experimentation. I'm gonna try some stuff offline. I've been doing a lot of offline experimentation and offline sort of optimizing, just for exactly specific scenarios like that one. So I'll try the chest, see how they work. They're all huddled together here. That's interesting. They love pollution. Radars are also tasty. So from what I've seen, if I place down a radar, they don't necessarily spawn close enough to it. I find I can use the radars to push them back. See, I have this like wall here almost of radars and power, and then they spawn like way over. Like, okay, this one's an anomaly. They kind of spawn close to that one, but I feel like that's because it's not connected to power. Usually when it's connected to power, they don't tend to spawn as close. So, like this one, they're right beside that one. They haven't even... Well, I guess they damaged it, but they didn't... I don't know. Maybe I ran into it or something. So that's what I've been trying to do to push them back. I guess walls would be ideal. Just keep expanding the wall so they can't come in and make new nests or whatever. And then Dino says, pro tip, make sure you export all your blueprints in case you lose them. Putting them in a notepad or something. What's a blueprint? I don't even have any blueprints. Like, I have a not... Here's my blueprint book. Like, what do I do with that? There's so many things that I haven't touched yet in this game. I don't need that for now. Delete. No, I don't want to delete it. That looks kind of cool. Oh, I just hit this. Oh, that's okay. I don't need that anyway. So yeah, like I haven't even looked at this menu. Like I don't even know what red wire means or copper wire. Destroyers will get expensive. People usually go for 4 laser nuclear artillery. Artillery sounds like a lot of fun. Stringer says that's how you import blueprints that you find on the internet for future reference. Just gonna copy and paste. Okay, that's good to know. Remember that you can put things like remember that you can put things on him like you do with your armor. Well, that counts as an upgrade. You are not using the rocket fuel on your tank. Right, that's correct. I'm using well, I'm using, what's it called? Oh, that one had coal. I guess I burned through all of my. I was using solid fuel for the tank, but I guess I didn't have any more solid fuel left. So now I do. Now I have plenty. I need rockets as well. For my battle. I only have 50 rockets left. That's not good. This is, I guess this, what's going on here? I only have 39 rockets. I gotta automate rockets. I'm gonna be in a world of hurt if I don't. I might as well pick this up and then just deposit them into here and see if I can make a little bit more. Okay, so sorry, going back to the tank upgrade. Yes, I did upgrade the tanks. In that sense, fits. So if I go to the, where's my? There it is here. This is. Wait, this is not the tank, is it? Oh, yes, this is the tank. So I did upgrade the tank in this way. So I have the personal laser defense, energy shield, I guess, or whatever. A couple of different things, but I didn't have anything more substantial to make it like super overpowered. I think that's the spider. Oh, I almost tripped. I think that's more of the Spidertron that I'm waiting on in that regard. Unless they change pathing, they will find a suitable area to expand. A blueprint book is a collection of your blueprints, easy to manage and export them all. Gotcha. So even if I build a wall, so I understand that they go around the radars. If I keep pushing them back, they'll eventually come back. And I've seen them move around before. Like I've literally seen them where they are walking, like these red dots are moving, and they're like, and I was told in the chat those are like the nesters or whatever. They're the guys who are like this. They're like wandering around looking to make a nest or something. So I was thinking if I just used walls, like put a wall, let's say here, to block this off, this cliff, then they can't get back through here. And this can be like a zone of protection. Kind of what I was under the assumption of. For me, the defenders are fine. I go for landmines as weird tokenish figure. I was going to go for landmines too. That was a consideration. I've seen that they do exist somewhere. I forgot exactly where. If I have them unlocked yet. Yeah, don't have landmines unlocked yet. Where is the landmine? Landing cargo pad. There it is. Yeah. Artillery is awesome. Artillery does sound like a lot of fun. Ads running every few minutes is a big problem. Let me see if I can tone down the ads. I'm not sure why it's running so frequently. I apologize about that. I don't even know how to turn the ads off on my iPad here. Let me go back. Okay, I will do something about the ads on next stream. This stream is almost over anyways, so I don't know exactly how to get to that. I'm not sure why it's running every few minutes. Does that happen for everybody? Anyways, I apologize for that, Dino. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. I mean, the thing is, I don't have enough viewers to make a substantial amount of ad revenue for live shows anyways. So I don't know why they feel the need to ramp up the ads so much. I would be very annoyed as well. So I apologize for that. But the stream is going to be over in about 15-20 minutes. So I'm gonna figure out the settings on the next one. Okay, rocket fuel boosts the speed of your tank, bro. Okay. Let me see if I have any rocket fuel. I have plenty of rocket fuel. Where am I keeping it? Oh, right here. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I was already making it then. Probably for the tank. So that's hilarious. So I was making it probably for the tank, but I've been picking up solid fuel for some reason. So whatever, let's just put it all here. These guys can come grab it. Okay, so rocket fuel I should just be requesting. And then it solves that problem. Boom, there we go. I guess I'll take I don't know how many's in like a stack, but I'll go with 60 for now and see what happens. Oh, it's 20 in a stack. Okay, I guess I could have figured that out on my own then. Let's go back here. Okay, so that's fine. Let's try I want to try the tank now with the rocket fuel. Oh, wow, that's way faster. Are you sure you trust me driving with this? This is insane. Oh my goodness, they make the tank go faster, but they don't give you better brakes. They expand their nest as often as they can. The walls don't stop them. If needed, they will attack the walls. Really? So I guess, okay, so this is my next question then. Is that why I see, like for instance, on the loading screen, right? It shows like the videos of the things that biters attacking. Is that why I see the wall with like artillery behind it? Like is that a conceivable way to protect the biters from coming back into like a safe zone? Let's say I use my cliffs and the water to build a wall somewhere here, and then I just defend that wall. Then I don't have to build a massive wall like literally all around my base. I just have to supply artillery shells or whatever to this little area, right? So I don't know if that's worth it. That's another consideration. Like, is it worth setting up all the infrastructure just to do that? Just to keep this area safe? Well, maybe, because then I don't have to worry about pollution, right? Then I can just go nuts with pollution, and I can expand the factory as literally as big as I have space for. And then I can always clear out more of these areas in the future. Like, obviously, I want to get to here. So I'd eventually clear out, like, this is my next expansion area, obviously. There's lots of iron in this. Like, I need this for sure. This is 9 million units of iron here, right? And then, like I have some stone there, etc. Some more crude oil. How's my crude oil looking, by the way? I have 500%. That sounds good. I don't know what that means. 500%. That sounds pretty good. So anyways, those are my ideas for the next, like, going forward. Obviously, like, this is, in this episode, I'm pretty much done the main goal, and that's why I'm just sort of throwing these ideas around with the chat, because you guys obviously know how to play much more efficiently than I do. So what I was thinking is, until the next stream, obviously I'm going to be working on getting the yellow vials like faster, because right now they're incredibly slow. Like, this is not sustainable for sure. Let's put these things in here. I don't know why how do I have 50 of these? Well, I guess let's spread them out. There we go. Give them a couple more. And I guess I can put these here just to get rid of them. And I have sulfur here too. Wonder what the sulfur was for. Where did I pick that up? I don't even remember now. Oh, it was for this. Yeah, I remember now. It was for this thing. Get rid of some of this stuff. Okay, anyway, so this is my next big project, is get the yellow vials at capacity so the atomic bomb doesn't take forever. Because this only has 450, but it's going to take forever at this rate. So obviously I have to get this faster, right? By the way, why isn't this working? Oh no, plastic. That's easy to fix. Why don't I have plastic? How's my... Oh, I have no petroleum gas or whatever. All right, so lots of optimizations. A lot of optimizations. I got it. Sulfur is for the Sweetles, Charlie. Hey, Charlie, what's up? Yeah, that I do need. I do need that. That reminds me, Charlie. My overly explained guide on YouTube. That's the next thing that I'm probably going to be focusing on is the Sweetle farm after I get oxygen and water. Because I have two sulfur geysers, liquid sulfur geysers on that map. Oh. Okay, so let's see what you guys are saying. Wait till he sees the nuclear train. I can't wait. I love combat. Combat is going to be so much fun when I start to unlock better stuff. But this is obviously a faulty production area. I did disconnect some pipes because my balance was not even enough. So I was having problems keeping my system balanced. I have to figure that out too. Just a lot of figuring out that I have. All right, so in time this will all come. Let's put these back in and get some more petroleum gas or whatever it's called. What am I making here? Yeah, petroleum gas. Okay. Always still getting confused with like the Ani terminology and this terminology. That should help it a little bit. Let's see. In Space Age, a Spidertron isn't as big of a deal if you can get another suit, which you can outright fly. But Spidertrons can be remotely controlled, which is nice. That sounds pretty amazing. By the way, you can use the tank. I would not advise you to use it for that. Giving Ethan a faster tank, rip pipes and power poles. I told you to run those over. Yeah, that's a good point too. And now I can probably run into them. So before I end the stream, I'm gonna go and use my new superpower tank and see if I can plow through the biters. But I guess this is probably the best one because I can drive straight through. So we'll see how that goes. Walls are pretty defensive to slow down the bugs, but once they get into pollution zone, they will seek out the source of the pollution and wreck anything you build. There's also a surprise with artillery that I want you to find out when you get to it. Okay, no problem. I will get to artillery probably, so I'm going to be playing offline a little bit, so I'll probably research some stuff, but I won't. You'll get to see me use the tech live for the first time. I'm not going to build all the fun stuff because I feel like now we're getting into the really fun part of the game. I'm going to be playing around with these chests, obviously, so that's all going to be a lot of things that I'll try to figure out. Artillery shells have a very wide range, but the locals do not like it. They'll attack even if it's off the pollution. Factory Friday? No, tomorrow. Friday is going to be Ani. I'm going to be playing Ani on Friday. Sulfurs for the Sweetles. You don't have plastic because you didn't ranch enough Drecos. That's a good point. I just need some more. I need to get to the Printerceptor. My boy Ethan, do you want me to give you the basic tutorial for circuits next stream? They might solve your Ani situation. If you want, tag me in Discord if you want to explain it there. But yes, next stream is fine. If you want to wait till then, if you really want to let me know, just tag me in the Discord and I will check it out. And I'll keep you guys posted on my progress on Factorio in the Discord as well. It'll be like I did with the Corvex. It's a lot of fun to. I feel like I'm at the perfect stage of the game where I know enough now that I can do cool stuff like this. Like this is so satisfying. But now I have to learn how to optimize a lot better. So it's been now I get all this cool stuff like the rockets, the end game combat nonsense. I can't wait to get the Spidertron. Yeah, Spidertrons are great when you get 6 of them. You can remote control a strafe nest. I think I've seen those. I think I've seen those with the on the loading screen. Oh, that was the surprise. Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna forget about it anyway. I have the worst memory sometimes, so it's okay. I will most likely forget that they attract the biters. So, all right. So I think I'm gonna call it there for today. I know it was a little bit shorter today, but I do have to get going for work tomorrow. Friday should be maybe Friday I can start a little bit earlier because of the I'm not working Friday. But before I go, I did promise I'm going to ram this new superpowered tank into the biter nest. So if you guys want to stick around for one last combat before you go, let's see how this ends up working out. I'm going to try not to use the rockets. I'm going to see how much pure damage I can do with rocket fuel. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. Oh, no, this is going to be bad. Yep. Okay, I have no choice. I have to. Okay, wow. That did not go as planned. I'm really curious as to what would happen if I let these biters come into my base with the pollution, because I have literally no defenses at all. Would they just keep wrecking stuff until nothing was left, or would they eventually get bored? You know what I mean? I'm so sorry, it's Trivaldo typing, bro. Okay, one more. We gotta do one more. I love that. That's so much fun. Every single playthrough, I'm going to end with nuclear explosions. So when I get atomic bombs, chat, it's gonna be like the best time ever. I'm telling you this right now. Something to look forward to for me, and maybe for you guys. Oh, I missed. Damn it, I missed. Okay, let's try again. So close. One of my favorite, not surprisingly, one of my favorite things to do in Fallout was to use the mini nuke. That was absolutely... Boom, that's so cool. That was absolutely one of my favorite things in Fallout. So... let's try one more time. Let's see if I can do it flawlessly on this run. I would use the mini nuke in close quarters. Fallout 3, by the way. I'm Fallout 4 as well. Oh, nice! I escaped it. I outran the explosion. Oh, this is so cool. Just gone. Just gone. All right. Crimson Rice says, get some rest, Ethan. Thanks for streaming, says Sean. You are very welcome, Sean. Thank you for being here. Oh, look, they're coming to fix it. That's so cool. I'm very glad I caught the end of the stream of Oxygen not included with guns. Charlie, I'm glad you caught the end of the stream as well. I'll be back. Next stream will be Ani. Probably the next 2 streams will be Ani. Hopefully a new video out this week. What am I making? I have the script right here. Which one was I doing? I was doing... oh, yes. Probably going to do a beacon farm. Okay, before I end the stream... I know I was going to do a video this week on the state of the gaming industry and how things have gone, like, really, like, it's just, we're in a dark spot right now in gaming, and it's gotten, so I didn't even bother with the video because it's every single day it seems like there's bad news with regards to the gaming industry in general. So now Sony today announced that they're discontinuing disc production on the PS6 or whatever, like the future PS5 and future 6, which is so ironic because the reason why they won the PS4 generation was because Microsoft was going to lock all their games behind internet, like always online internet. And so you couldn't ever sell or trade in your games or share your games. And now they come and do this. Like, it's just awful. So, excuse me. So I was going, I had like a script or like a sort of like penciled notes of what I wanted to talk about, and then this comes up. So how much more bad news are we gonna get? As far as like the Microsoft layouts or layoffs or whatever, it's like, yes, that's awful as well, but that's more, I feel like that's less shock value because the gaming industry is always going through layoffs, unfortunately. Not to say that again, I'm not trying to normalize that, but it is something that gets a lot less attention than, let's say, Sony outright coming and saying, "Yeah, no more discs." Yeah, so it's just crazy. I'm just very disappointed and sad at where things are going in gaming. And um yeah, I was gonna make a video on it, but I thought, you know what, there's so much new information. It would be in order to put my thoughts down into a sort of a timeline situation like that and leave out the most recent news would be not doing a service. But anyways, we could have an entire stream just for the state of gaming. What do you in chat think? I wouldn't mind doing like an Oni stream with something in the background just to keep people um interested in, in like the visuals, and then talk about gaming the entire time. But yeah, it's unfortunate. It really is. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but it's not looking good. I mean, the thing is, things are so expensive, so it's very hard to get into gaming. It's very hard to upgrade because things are so expensive, and consoles, the one safe place for people to go that was usually pretty cheap. Like you could, in any other generation of consoles, you could say, okay, I can't afford this right now, but I'll wait till the Black Friday sale, or I'll wait until next year when the price goes down or there's a bundle, or I'll wait until 2 years when the prices drop to $200, $150, whatever, right? Now you wait 2 years, the console's gone up in price. It's gone up. Like how do you enter gaming as like a young, as like a kid, or what do you buy for your kids? Like it's just so insane. Actually, Sean has a good point. Don't play AAA games, just play indie games. That's exactly it, Sean. If it wasn't for indie games, could you imagine where Steam would be right now? Like, yes, there are some very popular games on Steam. Like obviously the yearly regulars like Call of Duty and the bi-yearly games like Battlefield and whatnot. Some AAA games do well on Steam, but in general, I find it to be a very indie game driven economy. Um, Without indie games, for instance, I wouldn't have played like without Oni or Factorio or I know City Skylines is not really indie, but it's like less. It's a PC based game that Civilization is another one, not really indie, but it's localized to PC. Um, Without games like that, I don't think gaming would have a really tough time staying alive. And that's the thing, though. With everything getting more expensive, you would naturally assume that sales will drop gradually over time because people can't afford games. Like games are $100, consoles are $1,000. Like who can afford that, right? So it's going to cause um, a recursive effect to developers not wanting to produce or not taking risks on producing great games. That's why indie games, like Sean mentioned, are really what's I think is carrying the game industry at the moment. But yeah, it's just so sad, the news that coming today from Sony. I'm so disappointed, especially considering the irony of it, of them winning the PS4 generation against the Xbox One, just strictly based on the fact that you could share your games. That's not the case anymore. Weird Tokenish Figure also says I'm 100% indie gaming. I think a stream just chatting would be good. I love chatting, but I would like to have more people here as well. And that's usually the honest streams have a lot of people here. So obviously, I'm very thankful for you guys being here. I'm not like Charlie says, we are all loyal customers to stream now. To Steam now. Yeah, that's a good point too. Exactly. Steam is like the thing about Steam is it's also online. It's also always all digital, right? Um, so there's also it's like that's okay. But I feel like consoles are there's like a sentimental value to having your discs. You know what I mean? Like Steam, you could assume that it will always exist because so many people use it. Consoles, we're not too sure. Like, look at Microsoft with Xbox. They were there's rumors that they were considering selling Xbox. Like, that's insane, right? Like, who would have ever thought that? Well, I mean, obviously, if you go back to the Sega Dreamcast days, you've been through that. But in terms of how popular gaming has become, for Xbox to be failing, that's insane. Like, it was very poorly managed for many, many years for it to come to this. But yeah, sorry, going back to this chatting stream. Yeah, I would definitely love to do a chatting stream. But I would also want to have something in the background, right? I can't just have a pause menu going. So I'd have to be, and I can't just be driving around in circles. But yeah, that's kind of. Hey, with the Grim Engineer, welcome. I'm just ending the stream actually. Just having a little bit of chat with the chat about the gaming situation here. Fitz says, I have a solution, but it's frowned upon. Well, let's hear it, Fitz. It'd be a good idea, I'm sure, if to consider. I'm sorry, I forgot to mute my mic there. I haven't owned a console since Wii U. The prices and the sheer amount of products and obsolescence put me off a long time ago. That's a good point, Charlie. Like, I haven't really had a need for a console beyond Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, GTA is the next game that I'm buying, but I haven't had a need for a console since then. Fitz says, I'll tell you this, no matter if it's indie or AAA, never pre-order. That's a good point too. Like, there's no reason to pre-order. There's like literally, it's usually there's no reason. Okay, well, I will never say literally, but usually there's no reason. Now, the good thing about pre-order, I will say this though, the good thing about pre-ordering is that your card, at least with Xbox, I don't know how it works on PlayStation, you don't get charged, I believe, until the game is actually available for preload. So if you do pre-order for whatever reason, like, again, it doesn't seem to make sense to me, but maybe you like to, it's a sentimental thing, or maybe it's like I don't know why. But if you do pre-order, you can always cancel and get your money back before you receive the product. So that's like one good aspect of it, I guess, one positive. But at the same time, it's like if you're uncertain about a game, I 100% agree. I would not pre-order the game. Once the AI bubble pops, I think it will get better. Well, I mean, I would hope that it gets better, but the AI bubble, it's not popping as fast as I would like it. You know, it seems like there's a lot more that it's gonna grow, unfortunately. Charlie says City Skyline has way more replay value than even just vanilla and mods. I love City Skyline. Hey, what's up, Uther? And after this, Sony deleted movies from people's account. Oh, I saw that too. That's crazy. I couldn't believe I read about that. I don't have a PlayStation 5. I have a PlayStation 4. But I couldn't believe that was happening. And my friend has a PlayStation 5, and he told me about that. Sony no longer using this. Yeah, you can't resell a game without getting a pro. Exactly. That's exactly it. So GTA, there was a huge uproar because Rockstar announced that GTA will only be available on as a pre-order, as like a code, and people were all up in arms about that. But the gaming industry collectively said, okay, it's GTA. We'll give this one a pass at the end of the day, which is, to be fair, like I will admit I said the same thing, although I don't take part in the discussions. Like, to me, GTA is a day one buy. It's just been my favorite series ever since I was a child, so I'm very nostalgic for Miami and all that. Anyways, that's a whole other story. But at the same time, it's like, okay, Sony, I guess Rockstar already knew Sony was headed in that direction, right? So that's kind of that's probably where it was coming from. Steam lets you keep your games, though. Yes, the Steam does let you keep your games, but there has been occasions where the game goes off and you can no longer buy it or buy DLC for it, which is also unfortunate. If you have it on disc, you never have to worry about missing out on content. Like, the content is always on the disc. Now I understand that that there's games with DLCs. That's like an online DLC component, but you know, it's unfortunate. The point is, it's just unfortunate that you can't own the physical media just in case the servers ever go off. Now, Steam, like you made a good point. You always own your games, and the benefit of Steam is that since everybody uses it as an ecosystem, it's very unlikely that it would ever go offline for any reason. But yeah, I have a read on Stop Killing Games. There's a lot of good info. Oh yeah, I'm aware of Stop Killing Games. I really wish it had more traction in mainstream media because games are such a huge part of people's entertainment. It's I feel like it should be getting a lot more attention. I like to have a real cartridge for my Switch games. The Switch, they had the little cartridge. Yeah, I remember that. I have a Switch. I'm just trying to recall. There's literally nothing good coming from pre-ordering, but no, that's what I mean, Fitz. I 100% agree with you. 100% agree. There's no. I'm just playing devil's out. I'm just steelmanning the argument. If someone was pre-ordering, then at least they could always, as long as you know this, obviously, you can cancel the pre-order before the game is before you have the game on your drive. But I 100% agree with you. I don't advocate for pre-ordering anything. Weird Tokenish Figure says the same thing. Pre-ordering something that is digital makes absolutely no sense. 100% agree. Yeah, so Dino says, yeah, code. It's so they announced that you're not getting a disc, which now makes sense because they probably knew Sony was not going to deliver discs or accept discs. So you're getting just you can get the box, but you get a code for it. Which is crazy because once you use the code, it's done for sure, right? But the problem with that is, what's the point of going to the store getting a physical copy? At that point, I guess maybe you want the box, but that's an expensive box. GTA 6 will be trash. Ethan, sorry for the news. If it is trash, then it serves me right for for being so obsessed with it for the last 3 years. But yeah, it's the older games are really what I'm nostalgic for. I wish I could re-experience those again for the first time. Those were a lot of fun. Anyways, so I'm gonna call it there. It was a good chat again. I love doing these little post stream chats about random things. Like I said, I'll be back on Friday with Ani. Continue the Aquatic Planet pack. Hopefully, I have a video up by then. But yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed that there's no more awful gaming news coming in those couple days because it's just too much. It's just too much. Everything seems to be just in going bad. But yeah, you're right. I 100% agree with let's see, Weird Tokenish Figure and also Fitz. Pre-ordering games makes no sense, right? I mean, even if you companies try to get you to pre-order games with bonus, like GTA is doing the same thing. If you pre-order, you get all this extra bonus, like because cosmetic stuff. You know what though? At the end of the day, you shouldn't be pre-ordering something that that you haven't seen the product for. And I'm completely on board with that, even with GTA. You know, you gotta see the product first, right? You're not gonna buy a car over the phone and then pay for it and pick up the car, right? You're gonna go to the car dealership, test drive the car, and then buy it, right? So what a waste of resources to ship buses with nothing but a code. Yes, exactly. And then I mean, at least you hope that they might include a map or something, right? AAA companies, no, I don't think I will. Oh, that's so true. That gave me flashbacks of you wouldn't download a car. Oh, that's funny, Dan. No, it's just I don't know. It's in a bad stuff is happening right now. The world's on fire, but um I'm just sad that gaming is also on fire because gaming is like the one escape that everyone has. And then now you take that away from people. That's rough, right? So anyways, I'm going to head out. I gotta head to bed now. Last day of the week for me tomorrow, so I'm excited to get that over with. Gonna be a hot one, so if it's hot where you guys are, please stay hydrated, please stay safe. Um, yeah, I'll be back on Factorio. I'll make a lot more progress offline and play around with the boxes. And yeah, that's it. Fitz says, thanks for the stream. It sucks that I got here late. Everyone have a nice day. And night kill Trivaldo, by the way, and play with everyone that likes, along with anyone that likes pre-ordering. It's 100% on point. And also, Sean made a good point too. Is just indie games all the way. And Uther, I think Uther was the other one who mentioned it, or someone else mentioned it. I apologize if I'm misremembering at this point, but yeah, indie games, support the indie games. Yeah, without indie games, I don't know where gaming would be. So, okay, take care, everyone. Thanks for coming out, and I'll see you back next time on Oxygen Not Included.